Okay, Craig, thanks very much. We're in the kitchen now for Saturday morning brunch. It's our favorite place on Saturday mornings. And you know, we're learning how to spice up a meal that is actually quite easy to make. And joining us this morning are Jessica Rock and Nate Heaney from a place that I just adore, Chipotle. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
You know, I used to live in Columbus, Ohio, and the Chipotle restaurants, I felt like were on every block there. Not so much here. Tell folks who aren't familiar what type of restaurant Chipotle is.
Well, we like to call ourselves a burrito and taco joint, if you will. We like to provide our customers with fresh quality ingredients and mix it up in a cool environment so you get a full, fantastic meal.
But it's so much more than a joint. I mean, the food seems really rich and healthy.
Well, we say it's gourmet burritos and tacos.
That sounds like a better description to me, actually, because it's a little notch up from that other place that's a chain that sells tacos. Tell us what you're making for us this morning.
This is a variation from the carnitas that we serve in the restaurants. It's a braised pork. So Jess can talk about some of the ingredients, and I'll start mixing it up a little bit for you.
Absolutely. We've done a little bit of prep work here. It's a naturally raised, braised pork. We've done the searing in advance, and we've seasoned it with some pepper and some salt and some garlic. And we threw some onions in there previously as well. It's warming up. Now we're going to throw in some blanched tomatoes.
That is so pretty. Look at that.
Thank you. Fresh quality ingredients. That's what we're all about at Chipotle.
When you're braising it, how long does it take? And when you say braised, does that mean that the meat is actually fully cooked before you start putting all the other ingredients
in? It's seared at this point, and the final product will be a braised pork. But the braising process is it's heated for about 2 hours at a very low heat.
You can tell I braise all the time.
Well, we do this over medium-high heat, and you just continually cook it till you brown the outside.
For the searing.
Then we're going to add the rest of these ingredients, so the tomatoes and the cloves. When we get everything in it, we'll stick it back in the oven for 2 hours on low heat.
So you have tomatoes and cloves. What else goes in there?
We throw in some bay leaves, some fresh oregano. Throw a few sprigs of that in there.
Of course, the bay leaves and the oregano will come out at the end there, so you don't have to worry about cutting up the oregano or anything.
And one of the secrets of the majority of the recipes at Chipotle is the Chipotle pepper. It's a pepper, smoked and dried jalapeno pepper. And you can mix up the heat. You can throw in that whole pepper itself, and it's a little bit more mild flavor. Or you can grind up a Chipotle pepper, and it adds a little bit more zest to your overall recipe.
That's really the secret to good cooking, the different spices. I have one bottle of seasoning salt at home that I put on everything. So just the smell in here from all the bay leaves and all that other stuff, that smells great.
The fresh herbs make a big difference.
That sounds great. Well, we're going to leave you for now, and coming up in the next segment, we're going to take a look at what this looks like, what the finished product looks like. And this is good stuff. It smells amazing. If only we had smell-o-vision. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll be back in a few minutes with you. For more information on Chipotle and today's recipes, head to our website at today'stmj4.com and click on the Saturday morning brunch section. You'll get a lot more information on this really good food. Do you need an idea for dinner tonight? Coming up on Live at Daybreak, we'll give you some ideas in our Saturday morning brunch. The folks from Chipotle are here cooking up a storm. That's coming up.
Time now to do Saturday morning brunch once again, and today we're talking about the infusion of foods. Join us to explain that, the meaning of that, are Jessica Rock and Nate Heaney from Chipotle. Infusion, that sounds like something I learned about in physics class. Does that have anything to do with nuclear reactors or anything?
Just ingredients reacting together.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
When you were Shelley earlier on, you were working on this dish here. So what did we come up with here, and now what are you going to add to it?
Well, in addition to the naturally raised pork, we're going to be adding a side of our cilantro lime rice. Now, it's not the exact version we use at Chipotle, but we're mixing it up a little bit so you can create it, so your viewing audience can create it in their own homes.
All right, so what's in the pot so far? I clearly recognize the rice. After that, I'm sort of clueless.
Yep, Nate's throwing some things in there. He's throwing a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt, some fresh parsley, key ingredient there, and absolutely key is the fresh cilantro.
Okay.
Can never have too much cilantro. And then topping it off with some fresh lime juice, freshly squeezed lime juice. At Chipotle, we're all about the fresh quality ingredients, and our consumers demand it.
Sure.
So we're happy to provide it to them.
And so you said this is a little different from how you do it at the restaurant. What have you done differently this time?
Well, we can't give away all of our secrets.
Got it.
We're just mixing it up a little bit with some of the same ingredients, but a little bit different.
You can tell me. It's just you and us here.
Afterwards.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're mixing up the rice. We got the rice dish, and we're going to put that together with the meat dish that you made earlier on, right?
Yep, it's a nice complement to the meat package, and then at the end we'll mix it up with a salad too.
Very cool, very cool. Now, if we saw some of the ingredients that you put in there, what are some of the other things that maybe folks can do at home to kind of spice up their rice? Because rice, if it doesn't have anything in it, incredibly bland, right? What do you like to do with rice?
I think the fresh herbs are always nice, and then it's really amazing. A little salt and citrus juice goes a long ways. We use citrus juice in almost everything at Chipotle. So
excellent.
That fresh juice is awesome.
That wasn't one of the secrets, was it? The citrus juice thing?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now we're in trouble.
No, you're in big trouble. Nate may be back with us at the end of the show, or he may not. He may get tossed out of here. Okay, we'll come back and we'll check out the salad a little later on.
Absolutely.
Yep. Very good. All right. For more information on Chipotle and today's recipes, well, part of today's recipes anyway, not the secret stuff, go to our website at today'stmj4.com. Click on the Sunday morning brunch section.
So coming up, what can you do to spice up your lunch or dinner? Next on Live at Daybreak, we'll give you a few ideas in our Saturday morning brunch. The folks from Chipotle are here showing us some really special spices to put in your food. It's really interesting. And it's time now for one last check of Saturday morning brunch. The gang from Chipotle has been cooking up quite a feast for us all morning long. Guys, we've been enjoying your company in here.
Jessica Rock and Nate Heaney, thanks for being with us. You've been cooking up quite a feast so far. We've got the meat, we've got the rice. Time now for the salad, right?
Absolutely.
Tell us about it.
We want to finish the plate off here with some fresh romaine lettuce. And the ingredients in front of us are for a citrus vinaigrette, very similar to the honey vinaigrette dressing that we have at our Chipotle restaurants. A little bit different again, but still very similar, very fresh. You can see Nate's adding a little bit actually of a salsa, one of our salsa, our corn salsas, on top of the lettuce. So you can mix it up. And what's great about the ingredients at Chipotle, what you see here, you can mix it up in so many different ways. So it really gives you a lot of options to explore different tastes.
You know, it's interesting that you said that because I was just thinking that when I'm in the restaurant and I see all the choices there, this is a much, it looks a lot classier when you throw it on a plate.
Absolutely, absolutely. Or, you know, my preference too, you wrap it all up in a tortilla and you have a big burrito.
That's the way I like to eat it too.
Handy package to carry it all for you.
Exactly, especially with the dashboard dining.
Tell us about your locations. Where's Chipotle located?
We have 5 in the Milwaukee area, 2 out in Brookfield, 1 here on the Near East Side on Ogden and Van Buren, and then on South 27th and out in Hales Corners. Then we have 1 in Racine and 2 in Madison.
Now, is Chipotle going to be expanding? Because quite frankly, I don't feel like I see a lot of them around town.
Absolutely. We're always growing. We added 4 last year, so this year's kind of catch up and make sure those 4 are doing really well, and then we're going to start building and having more. So it'll be like Ohio, hopefully, over the long term.
Hopefully. Thanks for coming in today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Great to see you.
We had a lot of fun.
And again, for more information on Chipotle and today's recipes, head to our website at today'stmj4.com and click on the Saturday morning brunch section.